बोलिए सद्गुरु महाराज की जय, सच्चे दरबार की jai. Today we present weekly satsang from Akhand Gyan from the monthly magazine of Divya Jyoti Jagrati Sansthan, and it is inspired by His Holiness Ashutosh Maharaji. This article is from April 2011 and the topic is a transcendental journey. There are different philosophies as to why human life came into being. Materialists feel that it is sensual pleasure and enjoyment of sense of object for which life is meant. However, spiritualists do not endorse this view and argue that such a rare and precious human life deserves to have a higher objective. Unity of the self with the super soul is the ultimate goal of human life. Thus believe transcendentalists. Man is to transform himself to Superman, and for this he has to undertake the transcendental journey, which leads him to the perfect form. Sat Chit Anand, absolute truth, absolute consciousness, and absolute bliss. To reach this stage, one must not seek physical isolation, but rather contemplate on the soul, the inner being. A journey within. Sri Krishna in the Srimad Bhagavad Gita rather advised Arjuna to perform his duties as a warrior and focus on commitment to work and duties towards self. Simultaneously, Sri Krishna also stressed that what is more essential for a disciple is to exercise strict control over the mind, which is the seat of thoughts, feeling, concentration, attention, intellectual powers, memory, and manner of thinking. In short, mind is responsible for the entire thought process and normal mental functioning. Hence, it may safely be concluded that strict discipline of the mind plays a vital role in the spiritual journey. To accomplish the real goal, one needs to direct the mind away from the activities and karmas which bind us in the vicious circle of birth and death. The following verse of Milton in Paradise Lost also underlines the importance of discipline and controlling the mind. It states that it is only in thoughts we make hell of heaven and heaven of hell. Some ways to immerse in the ocean of self-realization may be mentioned for practice. These may be called as the self-effort, which are essential to receive the grace of God. The first prerequisite for a disciple on the transcendental journey is to have an intense desire for spiritual enlightenment and self-realization. He should therefore search for a perfect master who could bestow upon him the technique to attain the same. Self-confidence and the strength of the soul contribute to the essential characteristics of the disciple. These are vital to sustain the pulls and pushes of the various opposing worldly forces. Unshakable determination to pursue sadhana regularly and sincerely should be ensured by the disciple in this regard. Concentration of the self on the super soul during meditation should not be allowed to be distracted. Some important characteristics we should remove from our life are false ego or the feeling of doership, overconfidence, suspicious nature, envy, jealousy, and short-temperedness. A devotee rather must immerse in his soul and know that the real architect of the life's activity is the Lord Almighty, and whatever happened in his life, it is predestined. renunciation of desire for material gain, material comforts, and fruits of action is required to form a part of one's thought process. One should follow Socrates' definition of a rich person. He said, "Rich is not he who owns enormous wealth, but he who needs the least." To preserve peace of mind, we have to guard against bitterness and negativity in our thoughts. The devotee is to always practice the theory of forgive and forget. The good done to others should be forgotten, and reciprocity should not be expected. He should have firm faith in the fairness of the Lord's justice and should dominate his thoughts with positivity and abundance of the Almighty's grace in life. Seeking selfless service with smiles should form a part of nature and daily curriculum of the traveler of transcendental journey. He should maintain his mental equilibrium under opposite circumstances. Joy and sorrow, gain and loss, respect and insult, fame and defame, victory and defeat, gold and stone, and good and bad. This is done so suffering and happiness may never confuse nor dwindle his eternal life. He should be devoid of bodily attachment like King Janak, who is well known as the one who is not attached to the pleasures of the physical body. He should have the courage to fight for justice and dharma and ensure that social equilibrium is not disturbed. The disciple should clearly understand the difference and the mystery of the soul and its hierarchy. For instance, senses are superior to sense objects. Mind is superior to senses. Intellect is superior to mind, and self is above all. The seeker should keep lust, anger, greed, attachment, and ego under strict discipline and should not let them control the mind, because these negative emotions lead to karmic bindings. His level of patience, tolerance, self-control, courage, and compassion should be very high. To achieve these positive attributes, one must feel the awareness of God and must be conscious of the soul. Inner awakening imparts simplicity and humility in the disciple's character, along with the wisdom and determination towards the supreme goal. By practicing the above guidelines, one may hope to successfully complete the transcendental journey and fulfill the objective for which mankind has been created, which is to unite the self with the super soul. Sadguru Maharaj Ki Jai, Sache Darbar Ki Jai. To read more such articles, please subscribe to our monthly magazine Akhand Gyan, available in 3 languages, Hindi, English, and Punjabi. You can subscribe to the magazine by clicking on the link mentioned in the description.